Typically, we like to see the realtors attend closing to support the buyers and sellers during the transaction. Due to COVID, we have been unable to accommodate everyone at the closing table. So what happens now? Currently, the title company is only allowing buyers and buyers' attorneys to attend closing. Sellers and sellers' attorneys cannot be at the closing room. Realtors cannot be at the closing table. What happens is sellers must pre-sign documents. Sellers' attorneys will bring the title documents to the title company for closing. And on the day of closing, the buyers and buyers' attorneys are the only people allowed in the closing room. They must sign a disclosure and wear face masks for the closing. The curbside closing is basically the buyer coming to the closing and signing all documents in the car. What I'm doing as an attorney is reviewing all documents with my client prior to closing over the phone or via Zoom and going through all the documents with that client so that by the time they get to the closing in the parking lot, they are going ahead and signing all documents, knowing that there's no errors or issues. Title companies are now allowing for remote or virtual closings. What that means is that the title company will schedule a virtual session, a virtual closing that will allow the buyers to sign via video chat or some sort of secured video system. And basically what that's allowing the title company to do is just witness the notarization process of the transaction. Once the virtual closing is completed, the buyers are then sending their documents back to the title company to be recorded. This obviously has to be approved by the lender. Remote and virtual closings can also be used for refinance transactions if the lender approves. This remote closing is probably the best option for those buyers that are still moving forward with the transaction but may have a compromised health issue. The seller's process has changed very little, and I typically encourage sellers to pre-sign documents even before COVID. With that being said, it gives the sellers the ease to not attend closing. I attend closing on behalf of the sellers, and specifically when sellers are selling their home and moving the same day, they don't need to be at closing. If you want more information regarding your client-specific needs, call me.